highlight reel. Steph hit him with that mean hesitation, froze two guys sub-zero, found his running mate Draymond.
Murray's got 10 assists to go this 27, and Podziemski and Westbrook, and you got a foul in the backcourt.
And the frustration kind of building a little bit here for Russell Westbrook. Draymond is saying you got to go look at that. Was that excessive and unnecessary? Yeah, they got to send their teams to their respective benches and look at this one. He's got him locked in right there.
This is just, you know, let's just take a look.
Rolling on the floor is a defensive foul on Westbrook. The play is being reviewed to see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
Because he clamps him and spins him to the ground, and is that unnecessary contact?
I'm going to say probably a flagrant one, especially in real time. It looked really bad because he kind of clamped him down, had him locked in there, and spun him around, and his momentum, Podziemski's momentum, took him to the ground there. So I would say it should be a flagrant one, but this is kind of a judgment call on the officials' part. I'd be okay if they just went regular foul as well, honestly.
You know what's interesting about this? And if you clamp a guy and you flip him up, you know, what if you tear a ligament in his wrist or something like that? You know what I mean? So you don't want plays like that to happen, but is that unnecessary contact? I'm with you. I mean, it's not incredibly egregious, but I get why they're looking at it.
You could go either way with it. Podziemski comes up with the ball and he kind of flung him there as he had him locked in. Russell Westbrook is hilarious. Well, I'm impressed with the Warriors about this game, though. We were talking about it earlier in the game. They're shooting it well, and the Kings just aren't going away. Don't get discouraged. Keep playing. You know you got to put a game together to put away teams like this with this much talent that are this desperate, losing 6 in a row. First of all, great defense there. And I think Russell Westbrook, there was some frustration there that there was some contact there, but it wasn't a foul. And correctly, it wasn't a foul. Podziemski moved his feet, and then Russell Westbrook kind of lunged at him. So I'm going to say flagrant one.
Yeah, I would go with unnecessary contact, flagrant one. Remember, unnecessary, flagrant one. Unnecessary, excessive, unsportsmanlike, flagrant 2. It's not a flagrant 2, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
But this game, and Zach will tell us right
After
now.
review, the contact by Westbrook is a clamp of the arm followed by a takedown. An unnecessary basketball play with high potential for injury has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 1.
That's what I said. The potential that you would jack up a guy's wrist or elbow or something. You don't want that to happen.
Zach Zarba brought the force on that. I could see the veins in his neck popping out. He was serious.
So this will be 2 free throws in the ball.
Look at what 30 thought. Yeah, let's tee that up. He's saying flagrant foul. Call something more than just a regular foul. So if Steph is wanting it, we're going with that.
Now, you said Zach brought the force. When you look at his bio, favorite movie is The Godfather. Favorite TV show is The Wire. Okay. So he likes strong characters that are in charge. Intensity. So I think that
makes sense.
That makes some sense.
He looked like he could star in.
Tyson, 3 ball.
He's 4 for 4 from 3, 8 for 10 overall, and becomes the 5th Cavalier with 20 plus.
Edwards misses inside, and we've got a tie-up between Tomlin and Randall. Now, last year, Cleveland, the offense was close to historically good.
Well, look, to me, a lot of it has been just straight shooting the ball. They just haven't shot the ball well. I think their ball movement has been good. They mix Max Strus, but Max Strus missed a bunch of games at the beginning of last year, too.
Does Ty Jerome make that much of a difference?
He makes some difference, no question about that. But they've also, as we said earlier, those 4 All-Stars last year at this point in the year had only missed 5 games. Now they've missed 38. So that is a big difference. Health
oh my goodness! Tomlin tapped it in! Tomlin wins the jump ball but gives up a pair!
Who are they going to give that to?
Oh my goodness, he tapped the ball off the window and in. You can go a long time before you ever see that happen. Julius Randle. Time is not on the side of the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo saves it over to Mobley. Cavaliers have the ball with numbers. And Mobley is whacked. This is incredible, this tap in.
not sure I've ever seen it in an NBA game.
They actually have a rule on the books that you're not allowed to tap it in. It's the old Wilt Chamberlain rule, because Wilt Chamberlain used to attempt, if it was on the other side of the floor, to tap it in. Good golly, Miss Molly. Now we officially say we've seen everything.
Cisse,
I think he got a hand on
I think he did too. Here comes Nembhard. This is a very good shot blocking team in Dallas. Flag a little out of control. Offensive rebound, Cisse. Christie rotates to an open Nembhard for three. That won't go. It's tipped by Cisse to Ayodo Sumu.
Those got numbers.
The hustle, the downhill. Reverse was blocked, but they're going to count it. Simone Jelks is the slot official. It's a goaltend for two.
I tell you what, Christie got up there.
That was an impressive jump.
Man, here it is right here. Yes, could hit the glass.
Ooh, very close.
That was close.
It was close. That was just an impressive jump by the 6'5" Max Christie. And Jason Kidd may consider challenging that.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah, they're going to take a review here. It was very tight, as Stacy pointed out. Scott Foster is our lead official, our crew chief. Pat Frere, a veteran, is the referee. And Simone Jelks is the umpire.
It took a long time for Dallas to even think about, looking at that.
I wonder if that was the discussion.
Yeah, it's too late. You got to be a little quicker on the draw. They could have won that. It is right here. And that looked like it was a clean block from there.
I think that would have been a good challenge. I think you may be correct. Maybe Jason Kidd didn't get the challenge off in time. It's still going to be a timeout on the floor here past the halfway point of the first. Yeah, I think the Bulls got away with two there. They lead by 5. Stacy, we're barely past 6 minutes into this game. Watch Jason Kidd and Scott Foster in conversation. Kidd was upset that they did not award Dallas an opportunity to challenge. There's 2 technical fouls consecutively, and the head coach of the Mavericks has been tossed out of this game barely 6+ minutes in.
Well, I mean, again, he knew the Bears and the Packers were playing, so he's able to get out there. He's able to go see the game now. But they had enough time on their bench to make that call. I mean, that's like a good block.
I thought Christie's fingertips were on the ball before it made contact with the glass. It probably should have just been a no call, let it play out with a block. Instead, the Bulls did get the bet.
Yeah, losing the handle like that, live ball turnover, you're getting back and battling defensively to try and match up, but you got Malik Monk defending the rim on that one. Easy transition points for Houston.
They send to it to Rosen. They put Houston in rotation in that zone, though. In the baseline, Achua for 3. And that's going to be a foul as Cardwell came up like a stunt man, calling for a round of applause. He got pushed, and we have a little fracas underneath.
Doug Christie right in the middle of it all.
Well, you know that this is one of the signatures of the Houston Rockets over the last few years under Ime Udoka. They are a very physical and spirited team.
And that is exactly what Doug Christie is trying to build here culturally. Let's watch this right here, because I did not see how the scuffle started. I was paying attention to the stuntman
Cardwell,
roll from Cardwell. Here he goes. And Malik Monk goes straight in.
Oh, sorry, Dylan Cardwell got me. I mean, he rolled up like he got thrown out of one of those old westerns out of the bar.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. That was my signature move. Anytime I hit the floor, I absolutely did the volleyball roll and popped right back up, because if I was on the floor flat, it was too hard to get up from that point. I needed the momentum.
He was watching Katie Christensen tape.
No, listen, he's obviously been watching some volleyball players, because that's how you do it. That's how you get up quickly.
So they're going to go and John Goebel's going to figure things out at the monitor here with Ashley Moyer-Gleish.
Malik did not like what he felt like was an excessive an excessive push of his teammate Dylan Cardwell. And listen, these are the technicals that I ask for. Get the technical, let him have the free throw, but set a precedent that you can't mess with my guy like that.
I feel the tangible vibe and spirit of Dennis Schroeder right now.
I know.
Right? It got a little bit physical. There's some good pushback by the Kings, a little ferocity, a little feistiness.
Listen,
yes,
you and I were looking for a Sharpie tonight so we could put the number 17 on our shoes in solidarity, right?
Yes, Dennis.
But that's the push that he felt was too much, and it's dangerous, right? And sending Cardwell, and Malik Monk immediately is like, not today, sir, not going to allow that to happen, and everybody gets involved very quickly.
So we're still adjudicating the call, and we're going to get the announcement here in a few short moments. Here comes John Goble.
After review, the contact by Finney-Smith has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty, one as the contact was deemed unnecessary. In addition, during the dead ball action, a technical foul was assessed to Monk for escalating the situation. Therefore, we'll shoot the technical foul first, and then Caldwell will shoot the flagrant foul penalty free throws.
So the great thing about it, that never would have been called if Malik didn't, quote-unquote, escalate the situation. And he's standing 4 feet from Goble as he's making the call, and it is expressionless. He knew what he did. He knew he was going to get the technical foul, but he was also trying to draw attention to Dorian Finney-Smith and the excessive nature of that play.
Feels like the game just started. And this, if you've watched the Rockets over the last couple of years, under Udoka, they're a very pugnacious team. They don't back down. Shepard knocks down the free throw. And now Cardwell, who came up in rhythm, addressing the crowd with his offhand.
That I certainly never did.
Yeah, you didn't have to finish?
He's